week.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucks, they come off a good win in the opener on the road, and they get a second road game here.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't really do them any favors, but if they can win here and get to 2-0 on the road, they can be well set up for the rest of the year.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
Yeah, hoping to get rid of that interception bug. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
On 2nd and 7, Stafford. Open man is the tight end, Troutman. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done. Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run. I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Stafford. A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
6 at the Bucks 19-yard line.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
2nd down and goal. Stafford. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. But whatever they said appears to have worked. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing to start the drive. Gregory. Catch made by Slayton. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Darius Slayton, 89 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
On second and 11 now. Stafford, his throw incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
Stafford's pass.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Off-play action. Gregory. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
29 yards.
He got 29 yards that time.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Looking to throw. Gregory. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Delano Harry. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Saints take over.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you plan to back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 23-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 77 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Back to throw. Gregory. This is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
First down.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Saints 14, Buccaneers 7.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
Tampa Bay. Greg Zuerlein.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. On 2nd and 12, Stafford. Harris has it over the middle. The 30, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. That's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul,
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Delano Hill. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Devin White, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford, this is complete to Michael Thomas. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun. Stafford, the left side complete to Troutman. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in.
Steps away to his left. That's complete to Slayton. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Off the play fake. Gregory. Throw left side taken in by Slayton. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32. Scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. Eluding the pressure right, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down. Gregory looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, there's a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
On 4th down, Gregory. The quick slant caught. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. From a yard out. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Now a first down throw, Stafford. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
To try again after the sack. Stafford. And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. A 10th carry for Kamara. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And in that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Favorite target yet again. It's complete. A gain of 32 that time. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
That's caught by Howard. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Back to throw again. And he pulls it in for a Buccaneer touchdown.
Number 88.
A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are going to take the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter.
Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
5-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Over the middle, complete. It's Harris. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. To throw again on second down. Stafford gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And his kick is right through. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This will make it into the end zone.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
That man again, it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On first and 10, Gregory. He finds Howard complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Looking to throw again on second down. Gregory. And he finds a man to the crossing route. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Darius Slayton as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. On first down, it's Stafford. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
On the throwaway.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
Jalen Ramsey.
The final shot before the break, Stafford. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and it's third down.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
The final shot before break. Stafford is going to float this, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And it was somewhat of a strange first half. He threw 3 interceptions, yet you look at the scoreboard, they've got the lead.
So you know what I think he did at the half? He stood up in front of the team, especially in front of the defense, and said, thank you. Appreciate what you've done. You guys have picked me up in a big way. And guess what? I'm going to get back to being who I am, which is pretty darn good. Let's go play the second half.
Off play action. Gregory. He's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Holding offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Off the play fake. Gregory. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
A big play there. 46 yards. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And they're able to up the lead by one more. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
They're on 25-yard line.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Returnable here from the 38. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. They've been able to move the ball well in the air, and certainly a big reason why those receiving corps have been excellent.
There's no doubt about it, partner. And let's face it, when they get away from defenders, those guys are quick. And when they go over the top of people and use their bodies, they're just thick. But let's face it, what we're seeing right now are catches that are simply sick.
Well, you brought your A game. You're fired up over those catches, aren't you?
Can't help it. Even as a former defensive back, I've got to tip my cap to these guys. They are balling.
I appreciate that. Battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
And 10 yards to go.
They'll look to throw again. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Buccaneers have got a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at the 4. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. On 2nd and goal, Gregory. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he gets going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Pulled in at the 24. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
2-yard line. A gain of 5.
Off-play action. Gregory. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. They'll find Miller. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard.
Off the play fake. Gregory. Toss it for it, and this is going to be caught. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 16.
It's a gain of 20.
A good pickup there on 20 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And this is caught at the 8. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. This pass caught at the 4. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation,
and this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 10 from the gun. It's a run for Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
3rd down and 12.
To throw on 3rd down. Stafford. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Fielded at the 33. 47-yard punt, a return of 4.
At their own 36.
So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They were victorious a week ago over Philadelphia. They lead here as well as they start out 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Gregory. On the crossing route, complete. That's Russell. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 27 yards there, a first down.
Buccaneers.
They go play action here on first down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for number 80.
A lone second remains now in this third quarter.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Gregory. On the crossing route, complete. That's Russell. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Tampa Bay.
And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record. 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes. Someone delivering it accurately. Offensive line giving them time to throw the ball. A true team record. But he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Devin White able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
3rd down and 18.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Able to find Harris, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Stafford on first down. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. So they lost yardage and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I got zipped on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. The Saints on 3rd down, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, Stafford. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Devin White able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Ron Winfield Jr. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
This is caught, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
Darius Slayton, 43 yards. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6.
This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Saints coming out now to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 1st and 10, Stafford firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, just like last play.
At the 47-yard line.
On 1st down, Stafford here.
Open man is the tight end, Troutman.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
To the air again, Stafford completes it to Dixon. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 21. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Kamara. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their 1st time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly in the 2-minute warning. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And the 10-year bet knocks it through the goalpost. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
Saints 31.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. On 1st down, Gregory. He's got his man in stride, complete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A shotgun snap for Stanford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Adam Troutman, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
At the 40-yard line.
Throwing again. Stanford. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Jeremy Chin picks it off.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a Thursdays. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here comes Michael Thomas and the rest of the Saints offense. All right, so let's look at these numbers. I don't want to read the tea leaves here too much, but maybe he's in his own head a little bit after that hot start and the cool off.
Sometimes that happens, and this is where you get tested as a player in this league if you truly want to be an impact player or a star, because that's what they're going to face each and every game. Extra coverage, extra people. So now...
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Devin White, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. 3rd and long at Stanford. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
We'll take it at the 42.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches, be honest, don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo
exactly.
going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. From the gun, here's Stafford. This is complete to Michael Thomas. A breakaway from Michael Thomas. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
no wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got playing the catch.
And it's incomplete. Clock now showing 0:05. That's all we have left here in the fourth. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. He's still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bucs, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.